So you can tell all them proud boys of yours who are waiting to step in and dead man's shoes, they'll never wear Pat Finnegan. Because I'm sure after dying in him.
You're talking proper and queer. What's the matter with you at all?
There's nothing wrong with me, Mona Lisa. But I know what you'd like to see over me. But the stone mason isn't born yet. It'll make a stone that'll keep me down. Dead or alive.
Is it bad or good? What in the name of God's the matter with you at all?
James Horn tells me all I need to know and makes me see and hear all the sick from the eyes.
James Moore, the drunken old drunk, that old Abaddon, James Moore!
James Horn and Abaddon, calling a wise man, a poet, a philosopher, an Abaddon, a man who could knock Muhammad over jihad from himself and Bernard Shaw and a Captat, if only he had the learning. Here she goes. Tighty. But a dog without caring the word, with her poor unfortunate husband standing on the brink of the grave, and she just wait for me to be buried under the sun so she can put another man into his shoes. And she thinks I don't know what's going on, just because I'm an invalid. But she forgets about James Moore, who could be the best commercial traveller in the world if he wasn't a tramp. Pete damn it, James could sell a fine-tooth comb to a bald-headed man. Just as well I'm not dead yet. I'm creaking gates and lavis when the spirit's through. Refresh them with a splash of something with the power of wisdom in it. Never say die, Pat. Or I see Friday. She could never get it up. She could.
Lock this door, Mr. Finnegan.
No, Pat.
Oh, I am.
You're just the man I want to see. Come in. Sit down. Have a drink. Get a glass from the dresser and come and sit down.
Coming up, Mr. Finnegan. That's a better
That's what I'll do. Damn it. I'll hide behind the dresser and I'll be able to see and hear all that goes on. And if it's true what Jamesy Moran says, I'll...
Mr. O'Brien, asking for to carry a meat bag.
Do you hear that, Mr. O'Brien?
Lord, Mr. O'Brien is a grand man. God bless him.
I'll shoot O'Brien tomorrow.
I wonder if the hound cod is asleep yet.
Oh, God, damn it.
Are you all right, Pat, love?
Hypocrite.
Do you want more gruel, Pat? Oh, he must be asleep. Well, thank God for that. I'll never marry a cantankerous old man again. And Pat Finnegan, he's nothing but a bad-minded old man. God forgive him. Of course, he's one of the nicest men in Ireland. When he's asleep. And that's the problem. He doesn't sleep for long enough. For a cup of tea. But the fire's gone out. I've been a lazy acting and sat in that chair till it did. Oh, and he got there a good turf in the corner.
Every rope was in hit the bucket because I off the sky.
Proud.
I don't want to get Judy.
As not where now. What a great compliment. That was to kill a man.
The old haybank.
I must get rid of this old one.
That's not the gorgeous article.
Ah, well, I don't want to. You keep it for another day or two.
Look at the chimney. Think of the tea that's under the ground. Have a look at really simple it's got it all. So God knows Pat Finnegan is anything but a saint.
Devil talk, yeah.
Ah, come on. How much do you want for it?
Well, I'll come in and I'll lay him out for you. I'll shave him. I'll stop his nose. I'll cut his toenails. Give you the shout. All I'm making sense.
May the Lord have mercy on me.
There you go. 2, 4, 6, 8, and that's the price.
Ah, you'll never be sorry about it because it's a real bargain. And it'll last Pat a lifetime. And if it's not the day that I just leave him as he is and I'll call over in the morning and dress him up so as he look respectable before he goes to wherever God's goes to send him.
And you must long for this word.
Well, thank God the whole charger is gone at last. Before Mr. O'Regan comes.
Did you hear that, Mr. O'Regan?
Oh, yes, please, Mr. O'Regan. Come in.
Well, how is he now?
I haven't seen him since I came in, but he wasn't too good when I went out. I don't think he lived till morning.
Well, there's life, there's hope, you know. Sure, if he happens to be alive in the morning, give him a bran mash with a good dose of castor oil and a handful of rock salt.
Infinity, you want to kill me?
Mr. O'Brien told me to bleed him and to give him a good dose of castor oil and to blow sulphur up his nose.
I'll shoot O'Brien tomorrow.
Do you think that would do him any good?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Finnegan, because you see, he's just too old to do any good with. He's gone past his prime. To my way of thinking, he's absolutely useless. You want something young and spirited. He's not worth feeding. He's causing you too much stress and worry. My advice, get rid of him.
You'll go first, O'Regan.
Put this powder in his drink tonight now and he'd die in his sleep. No pain, no struggling. He'd be gone just like that.
I'll do as you say, Mr. O'Regan, and I look out for something younger and healthier.
Dirty murderers.
Sure, that's the best way out, you know. When a bull gets to that age, sure, he's only fit for beef anyway.
wear that joke again.
You'll soon have the best hat in Ireland, Alana, and the best clothes and shoes and everything that money can buy, believe me.
And who's going to provide the money so as Maureen O'Shea can walk out like the Queen Sheba?
I am Maureen.
You are, Mother.
I am so.
Don't tell me. You caught a leprechaun, didn't you? Or you won a crossword puzzle or something?
I have no then. Sure, the towns drove the little people out of the country. And as for crossword puzzles, phew, I'll have thousands and not paltry hundreds.
But Mother, I hope you haven't gone queer in the head, worrying over last year's losses. Sure, I'm going to be married to Danny in the spring, and he has lots of money, and I suppose what's ours is yours.
Now, Maureen, that's a case of live horse and you get grass. Spring is a long way away. And I'm not queer in the head. 'Tis wise in the head I am. And I'm going to make hay while the sun shines and provide for you in case Danny Boy changes his mind. Because men can sometimes take queer notions. They say one thing, they mean another. And you never know what they're aiming at.
Where are you getting this money, Mother?
I tell you, Maureen, I'm getting married.
Married!
Yes, Maureen, I'm getting married again.
Married! Who in the name of God is going to marry? Again! Who are you going to marry? Oh, God. Oh, Teddy Mac. That dirty owl miser. Oh, hasn't washed his face since the Kilmichael, huh? He's mad in the head you've got, woman. Sure, he's old enough to be your grandfather.
Maureen, don't talk like that about poor Teddy. Teddy may be out.
I'm dirty.
And dirty if you like, but he's got plenty of clay.
Oh, here we go.
And besides, Teddy's a respectable man. And another thing, I don't think he'll live too long. I think he's got consumption.
Oh, it's consumption that old fella has, all right. But it's border he consumes. Sure, I passed him on the boarding the other day, and it was as good as a walk around Guinness's.
Maureen, poor Teddy. How can you expect a poor man like Teddy to look any different while he has no one to look after him?
I don't care, Mother. If that old fella smells like a bunch of wallflowers, I'd still hate him. And what's more, instead of coming around here for the last 2 years, cocking his hat at you, it's a moment he should have been saying his prayers, flying his kite at this time of life.
I'll not have it, Maureen. I'll not have you talking about your future stepfather like that. Shame on you.
Look here, Mother. If that old Rip Van Winkle comes to live in this house, my name will be Maureen Walker, so there.
Shame on you. Shame on you. Rip Van Winkle, she shaved the cheek of her. Glory be to God, I don't know what the present generation of children's coming to at all. If I spoke like that to my mother and relax and leave the running for the young ones. Ah, cheers, Teddy, be good clothes. Bless his sake.
What age would you say I am, ma'am?
Well, Teddy, at a rough guess, I'd say you're 74.
Be that a good guess, ma'am. I'm 70 on the 4th of March next year, if God spares me. I could jump over a 5-bar gate this very minute.
What do you want to start running for at your time of life, Teddy? You're a young man yet, and don't be running like that and wrecking your life.
I'm easily hell, ma'am. A child could drive me. I only want the right driver, the right woman to hold the reins. And even if I am a bit of a devil-may-care, I'd never try to get the bit between me teeth. And I'd never kick over the traces.
It's an awful pity you never got married, Teddy, or you'd have met a great husband.
I'm a particular man, Mrs. O'Shea. A very particular man where women are concerned. And I'm hard to please when it comes to the gentle sex. Because women are like porter, man. Either too fresh or too flat. And I've yet to meet a woman yet I crossed over the style for. Yes, not until a couple of years ago.
Well, I'm well likely to think you've met someone you like at last, Teddy.
I have, ma'am. I've met a woman who could make me as happy as a bunny in muck.
Why don't you ask her to marry you, Teddy?
Well, that's it, ma'am. Why don't I? But I'm a shy man, Mrs. O'Shea. And a spirited one. And a proud one. And she might refuse me. And if she did, the old heart would be broke just like that.
Be brave, Teddy. She can only refuse. And even if she did, we all know she'd be foolish. Because we know you're not a poor man.
No, I'm not a poor man. I'm fairly well off. I've got 40 acres of good land, 6 cows, 2 horses, hens, ducks, geese, and a good well-built house, and a bit of money in the bank. And best of all, I've got more love in me this minute than Johnny Dillon's pub's got porter. And I'm no flirt, man. For my motto is this: one man, one woman. To be or not to be, that is the question. Now, what do you say to that?
I really don't know what to say, Teddy.
Well, I'll say it. I've been wanting to ask you something for the past 2 years, and I haven't had the courage to this day, because the heart of me is as big as a bucket. I want a wife, man. I want a woman to look after me when I get old.
Oh, here's your woman.
Well, man,
Well, Teddy, faint heart never won fair lady. Ask me your question, and I'll give you the answer.
I want to marry Maureen.
You want to marry Mary, my daughter? Get out your breath and Reggie.
Skin.
Ah, but it runs down quicker to your legs when you get out.
I often notice something queer about your legs.
Legs are dirty. And anyway, isn't it a troublesome old world we live in?
Sure, if there's one thing you're sure of is trouble, I'm sure you have to put up with whatever God sends.
How are our two darling children getting along together?
Mary Ann is all failed.
Failed? She's well improved. The place is agreeing with her. And when a place agrees with one, one is sure to agree with the place.
Well, she doesn't agree to having all the work to do, you know. Your son, Paddy, is not over fond of work, you know.
Poor Hetty. He was born an hour or two late and he never made up the time. One handsome boy for all that.
Fine when you see him in the dark. Hey, poor dog. Nora, she's all failed. You could blow her off your hands on your gut.
She has the best husband in Ireland, in my son Patty.
Me daughter Nora, but there's not a leg could pour above him ever.
Jibbin an angel could hold a candle to her. All she wants is wings.
Paddy is all right. But a girl that's been reared tender should always look among her betters for a husband.
Betters, you're behind the times, Sarah Jane. Nobody has any betters nowadays. We're all equal, except they just the names. And let me tell you this, Sarah Jane Cassidy. I took a squint at myself afore I came out in the looking glass, and I says to myself, Mary Ann Muldoon, you're second to none.
Well, if you were inferring that the Cassidys are beneath the Muldoons, I'd have you know that the Cassidys were all reared genteel.
No genteeler than the Muldoons. Mother's aunt's husband's cousin married to one of real gentry. Only it turned out he was married already.
Real gentry. I'd have you know that the Cassidys are related to the grand old kings of Ireland.
Grand old kings be damned. What's an old dead king to a living Muldoon? And move over there out of me face.
And what would old King Michael think now? Sitting up there on his throne with his gold crown on his head. What would he say if he knew one of his posteriors would stoop to marrying a Muldoon?
Well, the Muldoons have all their features complete. Not like the Cassidys with their weak noses. They're bigger than a book.
Well, if they are turned up, they don't go sticking them into other folks. Like some I know, if I wasn't too much of a lady.
A lady among the Cassidys. Oh, my God.
Get out of me daughter's house, you long-nosed jackets. If you have too much whiskey in this legs of yours.
This is my son Patrick's house.
Your son Patrick. Well, he hadn't a second shirt on his back when Nora married him. And Nora had a grand old fortune of a wee heifer, and 2 wee pigs, and 6 hens, and 3 iron pots. Oh, aye, and a grand old chaff iron bed, fit for a queen to lie on, and never waken it was so soft and comfortable.
Aye, so soft and comfortable that Laura lies in it half the day, living at her ease in my son's house, eating and drinking like a queen, little to do and plenty of time.
Two-faced old gambler! When you have as much brass in that face of yours as could make a saucepan.
And you were watching yours that would fit it. I'll be sorry.
got the devil's tongue, the devil's temper, and the devil's behaviour all in play.
And you would sit and let a Cassidy get the better of you.
Whenever a wee bit of an argument starts up, Nora seems to settle it with the besom, the poker, or the potstick. There's never a day that me face is not plastered up, or me nose swollen as big as a turnip.
Aye. Make a mouse of yourself and the cat will eat you. Get up and fight, man.
Ah, it's easy to talk.
And it should be easy to get a stick and give her a good bit.
You don't know Nora.
I know she's a Cassidy, and I never yet knew a Cassidy that got the better of woman do. Now mind that, son. I have a bit of an argument to settle out with you that we dirty young horse. Not done with her yet. Where are you? What's going to let him have the door, of course? Oh, goodness. He never in doing anything in the house.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sitting here.
And what are you wanting?
I'm wanting nothing.
Well, if it's nothing you want, this is the place you'll get it.
Seeing as the teapot's convenient, I'm going to have a wee sup of tea.
How dare you touch that teapot? Go and do some work, you lazy vagabond, or I'll take this besom and I'll huff it up your back, and I'll leave your cow corpse dead before it's time for you to say your prayers.
Put me tongue in your windpipe if you don't have that tongue in your
I'll howl them dead, and not before then. Take your big feet off me road.
Yeah, clear me a place to warm myself.
Warm yourself. One of these mornings you'll wake up in a warmer country than Ireland if you don't mend up the behavior of yours.
Is there never a white tate for me, Tate? I'm as wet as water here with starvation.
Starvation. Sitting up that chimney and eating all before you.
One meal a day.
Well, at least it lasts from morning to night.
You grudge me the very year that I breathe. And there's a lump of soot after falling into that pot.
As if you ate nothing worse than a lump of soot.
And the little I ate was like that little animal.
Animal? What would a man do know about what's edible, brought up on spuds and buttermilk, as ignorant dirt than that road?
And what do ye know about ignorance?
I have you know, we know all about ignorance, and if you're not there to do is sit with a pipe stuck in that gob of yours.
The pipe keeps me venom down.
Get up out of that, you lazy slug, or I'll split you open.
Just as Nora, you'd say things that make a wild-hating shiver.
Get up and do some work.
And now, so we all can't work where there wouldn't be anything for others to do.
That's not
Yes, Colin, defeated the legs of me.
Scarlet with a drop of cold water.
Well, there's some things that are good reason for, and there's some things there's no reason for at all. And that was one of them.
There was every reason for it. You old bone construct yard. And that old one of yours sticking her nose in. What is she anyway? Only a walk of whiskey barrel.
That's round ye in your whole brain. Come on! Hey, look, everybody, the Catholics in the smithereen.
Given the fear you fighting, unless me someone wouldn't fight back, but what I have you know, the Casties are hard working families, root to branch, young and out.
And what about the Muldoons? Well, they're the real gentry of one time.
Well, I wonder what the real gentry think of this place.
I really know what's wrong with you at all. Having you a nice warm bed to lie in and a tight roof to cover you. And this is a comfortable wee place, laying snug in the shelter of the hillside.
Comfortable. You might be living in turnips in Egypt, and the draft that comes in that door there.
A fresh air is good for you.
Fresh air! It's no you don't end the word. Ain't to catch hold of that table, save yourself and blowing up that chimney. As when it rains, the water comes in that door like the ocean.
There doesn't the water come in, but doesn't it run out as quick again?
It's a waste of good work talking to. What it serves me right for very well doing. God
afraid. He'll be after me, Lord.
What that morning ugly voice I heard? What's he doing in this house? He's a man's voice at this time of night. Let me get me hands on him and I'll skin him alive.
Tell him for the love of God, come this minute. Bring all the things he has for saving mass, saving souls, and driving spirits out, and things like that. Come on.
can do.
Don't be asking what you know nothing about.
Sure, that's me reason for asking, as I know nothing about it.
And you expect me to tell you? Maybe as wise as myself. Diabolical beast inside the whisper.
I'm not a diabolical beast, and there's nothing inside me. I'm plain empty.
I command you to answer me. Why do you visit this house?
Sure, it's my own house, and all I want is a white tear and a supper chair.
But you're dead,
Evil
Paddy.
spirit, return from the dead. You are doomed and damned forever. I command you to return to the flames of purgatory.
I'm not put 1 inch. I'm staying put.
Don't be thinking of your footing here. Try to make your footing in heaven.
Not for you nor anyone.
Haven't I just trying to help put your sinful soul into the path of glory?
I'm not wanting glory. All I'm wanting is a supper tear and a white tear.
But you're dead, Paddy. Didn't I see your cowl corpse laid out over there?
Didn't I marry the widow, the corpse, to Barney Lafferty just today? Now, yes, how you're wishing everyone and letting you get on with the job. I told you this would be a tough one. Yeah. I'll pray for mercy on your soul and for the souls of the 7 generations that left. The souls of your grandfather and your grandmother, your uncles and your aunts, your brothers and your sisters, the father that reared you and the mother that bore you.
The lovely child he was. Your head in yellow curls.
Will you hold your gab and don't interrupt your reverence?
If there be blood or blame, pain or punishment, our prayers will go unto their Lord. And mind you, every shilling that you give will help him on his path to glory. Now, we're going to offer up 10 patters, 10 aves, and a creed. So we get down on your knees, everyone, now.
But your nose, I'm that stiff, I should let it show.
And we'll
Well, you stop all your bloody nonsense about spirits and souls and listen to me. I'm no ghost. I'm Paddy Muldoon. Mother, look at me. Sure, surely you know your own son.
I know that patch on his breeches anywhere. I saw it on the very day before his wedding. Paddy,
But didn't I bury him? Patching on 6 months ago.
Where did you know his time, Paddy?
I was staying over beyond the ball.
Away from your wife all that time without even a word.
Well, it was her drug me out, father. You never heard such a tongue.
All women are gab, gab, gab. Now there's no cure for it.
I was just sitting there doing nothing.
That was it, your reverence. He was always sitting there and he was doing nothing.
I was sitting there peaceful and harming no one, when she came in and she sprung me like a devil out of hell, and chased me out of my own house.
No, that's the hit, your reverence. He hit me.
Yeah. Now what did you do, daughter dear?
Was an old Gladstone to say, an eye for an eye, and of course I hit back.
Ah, no. This is not do at all at all. Now we'll all have to sit down and we'll try and straighten things out.
we straightened them a lot better if we had a wee drop.
That's no way to speak to your mother-in-law, as sensible a woman as ever I've met. Your throat now is as dry as a lime kiln.
told me that my old Uncle Danny was terrible bad. So I went over and I stayed with him till he got back in his feet again.
But Sir Paddy, you should have come back and told your wife.
Come back! And me as weak as water with starvation. And I'm cold in me lungs with a cough that could be heard in Dublin town. Sure there was hardly enough of me body to hold me soul in.
There was nothing wrong with you.
Why would I come back? Nothing but a dry prayer to put for this be every day doing.
Now listen here. Nora's a good daughter, and a good daughter would make a good wife. Hey, Barney, she'd have been a blessing to you all your life. I never got a chance to try her out. The dirty trunk was always in the Muldoons, and when it's in them, it has to come out. The Muldoons had good, thick Irish blood in their veins. Them Cassidy's had no blood at all.
But ye hold your wish to bury, or I'll put a penance on you. Barney, you're not drinking your whiskey there. Sir, me teeth is... Catherine, I only drink the book. See what your behaviour has done. You've made your wife commit a mortal sin and marrying another man.
You call that a man?
If you slept with your mouth open, they'd steal the teeth out of your
I know
head.
that.
And all your born days, did you ever hear the like? You poor wee faceless little creature.
You stooped low and picked up little when you married a Lambert.
Married a woman and a little husband.
Now, pigs now, come on. If a man ye have pigs. Now, you see the trouble you've stirred up. You'd have been as well staying away.
Aha, my wits got sharper with starvation. And I was just thinking to myself, and here you are, Paddy, with a fine place of your own. And I Cassidy sitting there getting all the good out of it. But that's why I came back. And now will you please tell me about this grand funeral and wake this girl?
Well, now, Paddy, it was about a month after you disappeared. The body of a man was found out in the bog. Now, your wife and even your mother-in-law, they swear to you.
Oh, the devil in it.
No, Paddy, you can't blame them. No, it couldn't have been anybody. The state the body was in. Out there in the bog for God knows how long.
And I the bother of making a funeral and for what matter, for nothing.
I don't know, yourself and Paddy are going to make a new beginning. Now, keep an eye on that tongue of yours. And try to think back to the loving words that your husband courted you with.
I've no recollection of loving words, but I've every recollection of wicked one's father.
And Paddy, yours a young woman. Now, a young the church you need to compensate. Aye, and it'll take all of your cattle and your poultry and your farm and implements, and even that breeches and nature, and that cake goes on your head as well.
God help me, God help me. Nora, surely you would.
You leave me, you old Mormon, you. Shoot, shoot,
Was ever a poor man brought them to such a desolation?
Now, at least he's gone. Let's get over and see.
Father, I was just thinking that women are at the bottom of all our troubles. Sure, you're better off without them.
Not at all, laddie. No, the presence of the female sex. No, it's like daylight and candlelight and moonlight, to say nothing of the rainbow. Now, Nora, come over here. Go up and you're going to come to see me tomorrow. I'm going to marry us all over again, just to be sure. Now, it will cost a few pounds. It'll be cheaper than price.
Father, what about the £2?
Now, Nora, it is a Christian act to let bygones be bygones. Now, we'll all drink to the health of the bride and the bridegroom. Ah, that's as porty a drop as ever I have tasted.
It's a fine white throat you have for it, Father.
Come on now, everyone, lift your elbows.
The Cassidy's forever!
And the Muldoons for longer!
And now we have the cast of Love Labour's Lost. And finally, the cast of Paddy Muldoon's Ghost.